So welcome back to my channel. This is Gamer Dom, and this is, well, it's a real slow burner of a game. This is Chuxx, I suppose is his bottom name, Chuxx, and he's going to show us how not to use a Panther, the tier 7 German medium tank. Well, I say, you know, us mere mortals can't do what he's about to do in this thing. Yeah, your eyes don't deceive you. He's going to go and sit in the light bush on Malakova. Now, I've read World of Tanks wiki, and it says, hang on, let me find it right here. It says pros and cons for this tanks. The second con, sorry, is poor camo, and the view excuse me, view range doesn't compensate for that poor camo. He's sitting in a bush on Malakova playing the scout. Obviously that's bullshit. Now he is helped by the fact there are no light tanks in this game, so he's kind of playing that role, which is a good thing because nobody else is doing their role either. Look at all those heavy tanks. There's all camping around the base. All the Tigers. You've got a Tiger P, you've got a Tiger 1 and a Tiger 2, all hiding around the cap. But ask that ISU 152 whether Chuxx has done a good thing for this team or not. He's just been annihilated. 1,200 hit points, all eaten, all down to his spotting. So he's already done 2,000 spotting. Now, as I say, the Panther, it's a bit, I guess it's underappreciated is probably where I put it. I mean, this thing was a deadly terror in the real war. In the Second World War, real shock to both the Germans, both the Russians and the Allies when they encountered these things, because it was just so advanced for its day. But it wasn't a scout. This was a main battle tank, and it doesn't really perform like a proper main battle tank in World of Tanks. It's more like a snipey tank, a bit like the Tiger 1 is, to be honest. It's a tier 7 medium, extremely good, accurate gun if you're using the top gun, which is an 88, it is an 88, isn't it? 88mm. Actually, no, sorry, it's a long 75mm, 198 penetration, 244 with the dreaded premium rounds, but only 135 damage. Rate of fire though, 15 rounds per second. Now it's going to take him a while before he fires anything, but you'll see that rate of fire in real evidence in a minute. So I'm filling space because it is an incredibly slow burn, but please hang around because this gets really, really exciting. So he's going to this bush, he's just spotting them. That's all he's doing. Oh, he's seen a no knee now. You can see his team have not even contested the zero line. Nobody's gone. The closest we've got is, I can't even read it on the map, but there's a tank hiding down at J0 behind the artillery. That must be a heavy then. Oh no, it's a medium. We have a pair of tanks sitting up on the obvious position up at F7. Everything else is still in the cap. Yeah. Enemy tanks have taken the hill. Their sort of attempt to rush down was kind of wasted a little bit, so they didn't capitalise on that quite as well as they might have done, because the one good thing, I suppose, is that you've got a tank like the Strava 103. It's probably got binos, got a very, very good view range, so anything coming off the hill is going to have a right old time of it. And Chuxx here is, or Chuxx is here, spotting other things in the sort of mid and cap area. However, he hasn't spotted anything for a while. That ONE damage is not down to him, but here you go. There is a Scorpion. Now, where the hell is the Scorpion? Scorpion's got very, very advanced. Where is he? There he is. He's running for it. He was in those bushes. That was testing to your ammo, your camo rather. I'm guessing he fired, which is why he was spotted. And he's heading towards our cap. Well, he's heading towards our baseline. And he spotted the Tiger P, and he was obliterated by artillery. 2 artillery each side, so on an open map like this you really want to be careful you don't get spotted. Right, enemy have come off the hill. Bit more spotting for us. Oh, Mod 1 heading down the other base. Now still he's doing nothing here. He's just trusting to his his camo ability. He must have a very, very fine crew on this thing, because as I say, it doesn't have very good camo values. But if you know what you're doing and you hold your nerve and you get in the bush and you've got a decent crew, this is what you can do in pretty much any tank. And particularly, as I say, because there isn't any light tanks. He got an auto lock for a minute on the Progetto, but decided not to fire, which was probably a wise thing, because there's still a heck of a lot of enemy tanks up in the cap area. Panther has had enough of it and is trying to get safe. Enemy team are winning this 3-6. However, their tanks are a little bit stalled. Apart from the guys who fought their way down to the JK line, everything else is a little bit stalled. Panther alert. Panther's gone. Yeah, you can see I'm not on him at the moment. Oh, the Oni, he spotted the Oni. Scorpion's hiding in a bush, but is taking. Oh, is he taking fire? I think someone's trying to splash him there. There's the Oni. So bear with this match gets very, very exciting. Trust me, at the moment he's just doing something he shouldn't really be doing, or be able to do, I don't think. Light tanks, yes. Some medium tanks, yes. Panthers, no. It's a big tank, the Panther. It's a very good, very, very good tank. A big tank. Right, he's thinking about having to go for that Patriot. It's loaded up a premium round. Needs that extra penetration to go through that tier 8 heavy. At the moment he's just not prepared to take the risk about taking a shot, because there's still that Oni down there, and that Oni may be fairly blind. You know, it don't have to be that close with the poor camo values we've got if he fired to be spotted. So there goes the Patriot, he's down. There's the enemy Panther moving forward on full health at the moment. There is the Oni backing back. Come on, someone take him out. Boom, he's down. Good. 4,400 spotting so far. Enemy Panther's making a run for it. Enemy Sioux. Reloaded with standard rounds. Love to see that when a good player does that. But had premium loaded and he realised didn't need a premium to take down that tank destroyer, so he loaded up with a standard round and sure enough took him down. He's firing from far enough away, the chances of being spotted are fairly slim, and takes down the enemy Panther, who clearly wasn't running any kind of enhanced view range, because he might have stood a chance to have spotted us. So it's 10 plays 11. He's going to start getting there in a minute, you wait. Right, mod 1. Shot dropped. Shot, don't know where that shot went, but not into the target. Bounced off his frontal a bit. That would attract him, I think. It's loaded back up with skill rounds. Artillery's marked him. Artillery's hit him. Shot hit the upper plate. Come on, we can finish him. That one's straight underneath him. At this distance, unless there's somebody very close, he's got no chance of being spotted. But the penetration is not helping him. It's, you know, it drops off considerably at distance. But watch this shot here. Nope, not this shot. The one coming. There we go. He did hit him, and that's a beauty. That's where the APCR helps. The premium rounds, they have a lot more velocity. They fly much quicker, which means you don't have to lead the shot so much, which is extremely useful when you're aiming at a fast-moving tank like that medium was. So it is now 11 plays 11. Trucks has not moved. Oh, here we go. Stumpfwagen 103. Now his team should have the advantage here. They've got more mobile tanks than the enemy team do. However, there goes the Lorraine 40 ton taken out by the artillery. Artillery is obviously performing very well on the enemy team, working the targets and supporting their, well, outfield players, shall we say. So we're going forward. Now it gets exciting. I told you. The moment he's just spotted, he's done 5,300 spotting damage in a tier 7 medium tank. Bottom tier in a tier 9 game on in an open match like this. Malakova is just really tough sometimes to get take full advantage of camo, but he's certainly done that and some. So I didn't realise the Panther had such good camo, but this guy clearly has it that way. He doesn't use a camo net either, so very strange. He was saying to the team go off to the Pantera first, but unfortunately, while they did get the Pantera, his last remaining outfield tank was taken down. But he's just found the artillery, and that M53 is trying to run for it, but no chance, no chance. See the speed of fire. Now he's going to take on the Ruski. Oh, I didn't think he'd hit that last shot. So we're off and running. He was spotted that time. Now, the Panther is not exactly the most mobile tank. It's big, it's heavy, and it's not really designed for this super fast movement. Also, it doesn't really have the alpha, but there's more than enough alpha there to take down the Su-51. So one tank left. Now what do you do? He was spotted in the process as well. What do you do if you're last man standing in a tier 7 medium tank against a tier 9 tank destroyer like the Stumpfwagen 10301? Yeah, I don't know. Not sure capping was the right move, but I guess he tried to draw his opponent towards him, and that's what he decided to do. Gets in the cap. 4 seconds later, the enemy tank starts to cap, but then thinks better off it and comes off. Now it would have been a draw, I think, if he'd stayed on. It looked like there was about 4 seconds between them, and if the cap carries on, is it 5 seconds? I think it is after the first one caps out, and if the second one then caps out, then it's a draw. So I think it was at 4 seconds, so it would have been a draw. But clearly, the Stumpfwagen 103 thinks he's got a good shot of winning this game for his team. Now remember, he's so well sloped that he can't be penetrated frontally by a 75mm gun like the Panther carries. So this is going to be a little bit challenging for our friend. There he is. He was spotted this time, so that's interesting. So last time he was sitting in a bush in the pretty much the open field. He wasn't spotted. This time he is. That 103 looks like he is going into siege mode over there, and he's going to poke his gun over the top of the slope and try and get some early shots. But Trutz has got nothing, not allowing anything like that to happen. He's pulled right back. So the Swedish meatball machine is having to move forward, trying to get under the lower plate or track him or something. Fails to penetrate, takes a big hit there. APCR this guy's firing. What the hell? Got no chance of getting no chance of getting a full frontal shot. He's trying to get round, trying to track him in place and get round behind him. Right, he's done it. Can he get some shots in? One hit. Those siege, when they're in siege mode, those tanks are pretty good at turning. But this guy knows what he's doing. He's heading for an edge. Whacked himself into siege mode. We ram him, did a lot of damage to us, but was trying to track the TD there, but not having much success. No, don't let him through. Oh my lord, that was close. That was really close. Almost got round behind the TD. Almost managed to turn round, and he's got him bang to rights. Final shot. Missed the final shot. Come on. And he blocks. Oh wow. Gosh, I thought he was going to lose that in the end, but in the end he wins it out. Good. So what a cracking game that was in the end, and actually far better than that. He obviously knows what he's doing with that Panther. That was his 3rd mark of excellence secured in an absolute monster game. Slow burner, played the role of a scout. Low tier mediums can sometimes do that, but he still gobsmacked he was able to sit in that bush for as long as he did and not be spotted. Aced it, of course. Spotter, Bruiser, 5 for effect. He got the Pascucci's medal for taking down 2 artillery in one game, the Lavalowski's medal for taking down 2 enemy tanks at least a tier higher than him in a medium, patrol duty of course, patrol duty for spotting at least team damage on at least 6 enemy tanks. Got scout medal for detecting at least 9 enemy tanks, and of course the Top Gun for the 6 kills. Ended up top of his team. Well, of course he did. 3,003 damage, 6 kills, 1975 base XP, 541 shots, hit with 34 and penned with 23 for that 3,000 damage. Took 2 hits himself, both of which penetrated. 5,316 spotting. Very nice. 80,000 credits. I think he was using chocolate, wasn't he? So that cost him 20,000 plus 5,000 resupply. Gave him a nice profit of 47,600 and nearly 3,000 experience for his crew. If he'd been running a premium account, if he'd been running without a premium, would have been just shy of 2,000. So there you go. That is the Panther doing what it shouldn't really be able to do, but doing it really well. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. In the meantime, enjoy your games, have fun, try not to take it too seriously, and I'll see you again soon. This is Gamer Dom, signing out.